It is rainfall is expected that there will be better rainfall in next week onwards. Up to 2nd of July, country as a whole, the deficiency is by minus 31%. Now, what is the effect on the sowing and what will be the overall situation about the crops? It is true that in certain states, which are known to be area which is known for the early sowing, has been affected. Particularly Maharashtra, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, part of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Now I will try to give information crop-wise. Now let's take the case of rice. Rice sowing and transplanting goes up to July end. About 9% sowing of the normal area has been completed so far, with a coverage of 3.96 million hectares. And if you compare with normal, it is comparable with normal area. But if you compare with last year, it is less by 0.19 million hectares than last year. The widespread rain in northeastern and eastern areas, states, that is Orissa, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and coastal area of the Andhra and Karnataka, this will help for increasing the area under rice. So by and large, overall situation of rice is not worrisome. I will just give you one figure. Rice, if you compare the last 10 years, the normal of this week, I am telling this week, because sowing is continuously, every week you will see that either improvement or some change. But normal area up to this week is 3.93 million hectares. This is a normal. And actually, in 2012, the total area which is reported where the transplant and sowing has been completed is 3.96 million hectares. So in fact, it is more by 3,000 hectares as compared to normal area. This is about rice. Coarse cereal. The widespread deficiency of rains in central and western India has affected the sowing of coarse cereal, particularly maize and bajra and jowar. An area of 1.4 million hectares has been covered as against 2.47 million hectares in the normal area of the week. And deficiency of maize, which is more, is essentially state of Bihar, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh and Himachal. So coarse cereal, as I said, normal of the week should be 2.47 million hectares. It is, as against that, it is actually 1.4 million hectares. Pulses. Total coverage under the pulses so far is 0.40 million hectares, which is comparable to the normal area of the week. And if you compare with last year, it is less by 0.21 million hectares. But one thing we have to accept, that the sowing of pulses in most of the states generally increase in first fortnight of July. Now oilseeds. The sowing has been done on the area of 1.8 million hectares up to this week, as against 1.25 million hectares normal of this week. The shortfall by 0.32 million hectares is reported in groundnut due to less sowing in Karnataka, Andhra and Gujarat. But early sowing of soybean has been reported in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra due to good rain in some districts of Madhya Pradesh and Vidarbha region of Maharashtra, which is a major soybean producing area. Now commercial crop. About 28% sowing of cotton has been completed so far. The total area coverage is 3.11 million hectares, which is 0.65 million hectares higher than the normal area of the week. Normal area of the week of cotton is 2.46 million hectares, and the actual sowing has gone to 3.11 million hectares. So cotton is more. The total coverage under sugarcane is 5.22 million hectares, and if you see the normal area, as against 492 million hectares of last year. So the sugarcane area under sugarcane is also more. If you see the total Kharif crop area, normal crop area during the Kharif season is 105.7 million hectares, which includes 71.3 million hectares under food grains, 17.6 million hectares under oilseeds, and 16.8 million hectares under commercial crop. The total the sowing on 14.8% of the normal area has been completed so far. Against, if you compare with last year at same week, it was 16.2% during the 11-12. And if you compare with the normal area, 15.9 million hectares is a normal, and actually sowing is 15.65 million hectares. That means if you compare with last year, it is less, and if you compare with normal years, it is more. So it may be concluded that the delay of southwest monsoon has affected sowing of coarse cereal, particularly Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Karnataka, and some of the area may be diverted to other crops. And we feel the situation provides opportunity to increase the area under pulses and oilseeds, which are grown as a contingent crop in such areas. The sowing time of rice, pulses, oilseed and cotton is still left and can be sown once the rainfall is normalized. All the states have prepared a contingency plan and arranging seed of the alternative crops or varieties to implement such plans in event of further delay of the monsoon rains. Another important thing which I would like to bring notice of all of you about the food grain stock position. You see, opening balance as on 1st June, I'm saying June, 1st June 2012, the wheat availability is 501 lakh metric ton, and rice availability is 321.48 lakh tons. The total on 1st of June 2012, the food grain which was available was 823.17 lakh tons. 823.17 lakh tons. This is a stock position. If we compare with the norms about buffer stocks, so as for buffer stock norms, wheat is today 501, that is June. On 1st of July, wheat stock should be 212, As against 212, we have 501 in 1st of June. As for buffer stock norms, rice should be 118 lakh tons. The stock on 1st of June 12 is 321.48. Rice and wheat together, as per buffer norms, stock should be 330 lakh tons. We have on 1st of June 823 lakh tons. So there is ample stock, no problem of availability of food grains, and that's why if time comes, A, government is ready to supply whatever the quantity which states are asking. B, government will also at appropriate time will take decision to enter in open market through our scheme. So availability of food grain, our position is quite comfortable. No dearth of food grain. The storage position of various reservoirs current year storage is 62% of the last year, and if we compare the storage position of a normal storage, it is 103%. The major states which are reporting lower than normal storage is Himachal, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Odisha, Tripura, Punjab. So out of these states, Odisha has a good rain, Kerala has a good rain, West Bengal has no problem, Jharkhand, Himachal also it will start, and Punjab, generally we don't worry about Punjab, Haryana because it is essentially substantial area is under irrigation up to 93-94%. So the well irrigation and other irrigation facilities are sufficient. So it will not create any, in these two states, any adverse effect on the either sowing or in alternative total production. Now floor is for you.
सर आपने कहा कि कई सारे जो आंकड़े आए हैं सामान्य से बेहतर है कि पिछले साल से कम दिख रहे हैं सोइंग का। ये कहना कितना सही हुआ कि हालात बहुत खराब नहीं हो, लेकिन पिछले साल के मुकाबले उत्पादन जो है वो कम होने की संभावना है। एक्सपोर्ट को लेकर हम लोगों ने पिछले दिनों काफी तेजी से आगे बढ़ने की पॉलिसी अपनाई, लेकिन अब चूंकि मानसून एक तरह से काफी नॉर्मल स्थिति में है, एक्सपोर्ट पॉलिसी में थोड़ा सा धीरे होने की गुंजाइश है।
नहीं, इसमें एक है कि लास्ट ईयर वॉज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट ईयर which has we got the highest production last year, and that's why I'll be happy to compare, but pragmatic approach if we have to take, we have to compare with normal year, and if we compare with normal year, by and large our position may not be fully satisfactory, but it's not bad also. And I have seen on many years that this sowing operation goes even up to first week of August, and that's why still there is a time. I have seen in the last 7-8 years of my association with this ministry, at least for 2-3 years, we have seen at initial stage the sowing operation was delayed, when ultimately it was recovered. And whatever the briefing which we got from Mid Department for July and August, we have been briefed in July and August will be good from monsoon angle and probably we'll be able to get 70% rain in these 2 months of 96% of total rain which they are expecting. So there is a tremendous ample opportunity to cover up this gap what we are seeing today. Now the second issue which we have raised about the export, in fact I will not be able to tell because this is a policy matter. Today probably Cabinet might take some decision about the export of wheat to certain countries. That item is there for agenda. The final view will be taken and you will be briefed this evening.
So what is the shape of the contingency plan that states have written back?
The contingency plan means, you see, suppose आप समझिए कि भाई आपको कोई धान का फसल लेना है मगर धान का फसल लेने का समय गया तो अल्टरनेटिव पल्सेस ले सकते हैं ऑयल सीड ले सकते हैं। तो राज्य सरकार को ये बतलाया गया है कि आप इसकी तैयारी भी रखिए और कंटीजेंसी प्लान यानी इस क्रॉप पर जाना हो तो इसका सीड का बंदोबस्त करने की आवश्यकता है। वो सीड का बंदोबस्त राज्य सरकार के पास किया गया है। कंटीजेंसी प्लान इज मेनली टू प्रोवाइड substantial quantity of seed if suppose the first crop, if we are not in position to take first crop, so second alternative crop.
सर कुछ राज्यों में सूखा की बात कही जा रही है, कोई रिपोर्ट आई है? राज्यों में सूखे की बात कही जा रही है, जिसे कैच करें कोई रिपोर्ट आना चाहिए कि कोई सर्वे?
No, it's too early to say because जनरली कि सूखे के रिपोर्ट के बारे में हमेशा अक्टूबर में, सितंबर अक्टूबर में राज्य सरकार भी डिसीजन लेती है और भारत सरकार को भी इन्फॉर्म करती है। इट्स टू अर्ली टू से।
What is the extent of the power subsidy to the agricultural sector currently? And
No, I don't know.
expected to increase with the increase?
Now floor is for you.
सर आपने कहा कि कई सारे जो आंकड़े हैं सामान्य से बेहतर है कि पिछले साल से कम दिख रहे हैं सोनी का। ये कहना कितना सही हुआ कि हालात बहुत खराब नहीं हो लेकिन पिछले साल के मुकाबले उत्पादन जो है वो कम होने की संभावना है। एक्सपोर्ट को लेकर हम लोगों ने पिछले दिनों काफी तेजी से आगे बढ़ने की पॉलिसी अपनाई लेकिन अब चूंकि मानसून एक तरह से काफी नॉर्मल स्थिति में है एक्सपोर्ट पॉलिसी में थोड़ा सा धीरे होने की गुंजाइश है।
नहीं, इसमें एक है कि लास्ट ईयर वॉज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट ईयर which has we got the highest production last year and that's why I'll be happy to compare but pragmatic approach if we have to take we have to compare with normal year and if we compare with normal year by and large our position may not be fully satisfactory but it's not bad also and I have seen on many years that this sowing operation goes even up to first week of August and that's why still there is a time. I have seen in the last 7-8 years of my association with this ministry that at least on 2-3 years we have seen at initial stage the sowing operation was delayed when ultimately it was recovered. And whatever the briefing which we got from Mid Department for July and August, we have been briefed that July and August will be good from monsoon angle and probably we will be able to get 70% rain in these 2 months of 96% of total rain which they are expecting. So there is a tremendous ample opportunity to cover up this gap what we are seeing today. Now the second issue which we have raised about the export, in fact I will not be able to tell because this is a policy matter. Today probably Cabinet might take some decision about the export of wheat to certain countries. That item is there for agenda. The final view will be taken and you will be briefed this evening.
So what is
the shape of the contingency plan that states have written back?
The contingency plan means, you see, suppose ये आप समझिए कि भाई आपको कोई धान का फसल लेना है, मगर धान का फसल लेने का समय गया तो अल्टरनेटिव पल्सेस ले सकते हैं, ऑयल सीड ले सकते हैं। तो राज्य सरकार को ये बतलाया गया है कि आप इसकी तैयारी भी रखिए और कंटीजेंसी प्लान यानी इस क्रॉप पर जाना हो तो इसका सीड का बंदोबस्त करने की आवश्यकता है। वो सीड का बंदोबस्त राज्य सरकार के पास किया गया है। कंटीजेंसी प्लान इज मेनली टू प्रोवाइड substantial quantity of seed if suppose the first crop if we are not in position to take first crop so second alternative crop.
सर कुछ राज्यों में सूखा की बात कही जा रही है, क्या उसमें कोई रिपोर्ट आई है? राज्यों में सूखे की बात कही जा रही है, जिसे क्या करें कोई रिपोर्ट आना चाहिए कि कोई सर्वे?
No, it's too early to say because जनरली ये सूखे के रिपोर्ट के बारे में हमेशा अक्टूबर में सितंबर अक्टूबर में राज्य सरकार भी डिसीजन लेती है और भारत सरकार को भी इन्फॉर्म करती है। इट्स टू अर्ली टू से।
What is the extent of the power subsidy to the agricultural sector currently? And
No, I don't know.
expected to increase with the increasing
No, to be frank, I don't deal power subsidy and power subsidy. So better to consult energy ministry.
अगर फार्मर्स का कुछ क्रॉप लूज हो गया है 15 दिन 20 दिन के डिले से और उनको दोबारा सोइंग करनी पड़ती तो कुछ क्रेडिट रिलीफ दी जाएगी क्या?
बात ऐसी है कि इस बारे में राज्य सरकार से जो कॉन्टैक्ट किया गया है कि राज्य सरकार ने सब जगह पर इसकी प्रिपरेशन की है। इम्पोर्टेंट बात है कि सीड ही देना होगा। तो सीड तैयार रखा है, किस तरह से वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेगी हर राज्य सरकार अपनी अपनी नीति पर इस पर अमल करेगी।
Sir, are you aware of
क्या सिचुएशन हॉर्टिकल्चर क्रॉप्स में क्या सिचुएशन?
No, we have not collected information about horticulture, but generally the month of June, July, August is essentially important for the sowing operation for wheat, rice and pulses and oil.
Sir, can you please clarify the storage situation, like 103% of what you...
62% of last year.
62% of
Exactly
what
what?
was exactly?
What is storage capacity?
No,
Storage levels in the 80 major reservoirs that we monitor.
Okay, this is
Sir, are you aware of the surplus crops getting damaged in the go down, sir? Are you aware if there is any?
That is not the issue before.
Sir, is there a deadline where we have बिल में भी कोई असर पड़ सकता है इसका अगर कम
इसे
फूड सिक्योरिटी बिल की बात चल रही है उसमें भी
नहीं, इनफैक्ट fortunately I am not dealing food now. Otherwise the major issue for the food minister, my colleague, and all my officials from food ministry is still insufficient availability of storage. Quite a big quantity has been kept under cap even today. So any impact on food security bill, proposed bill, or fulfill the demand of any state is not at all issue.
दवाई कम हो पाई है अभी भी आप बार बार कह रहे हैं कि हम नॉर्मली सही चल रहे हैं, फिर आप कहते हैं कि आपके पास भंडारण पूरा है, लेकिन इसके बावजूद भी क्यों नहीं अनाज तरीके से पहुंचाया जा रहा है राज्यों को? उठान क्यों नहीं होती है, सड़ता क्यों है, और जो स्थिति है उसमें किसान कहाँ खड़ा है?
बात भाई राज्य सरकार की जो डिमांड है वो पूरी हो जाती है। इसके बारे में मैं डिटेल नहीं बता सकूँगा बिकॉज मैं वो डील नहीं करता हूँ सभी का। आज इससे पहले करता था। मुझे ये मालूम है कि आज स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का जो कोटा है एलोकेशन का वो पूरा करने के बारे में उनको भारत सरकार की तरफ से सहयोग दिया जाता है, कोई समस्या नहीं है।
Sir, how bad could the situation get if it does not rain for another 2 weeks? Right now you're saying the situation is not very worrisome, but how bad could the situation be? Would that be a...
Actually, whatever the briefing which I got from May, so that is not the situation. The May has said that this July and August will be good.
पंजाब और हरियाणा में 50% से भी कम सोई हुई है पैडी की।
अभी देर है ना।
तो क्या
नहीं, सवाल है कि वो पंजाब हरियाणा का सोइंग रेन पर होता नहीं है क्योंकि ग्राउंड वाटर लेवल अच्छी है और वहाँ इरिगेशन की सिस्टम परसेंटेज भी 90% से ऊपर है, इसलिए वो कोई समस्या नहीं है। और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि पंजाब हरियाणा में जो नॉर्मल एरिया होता है इसमें कोई कम नहीं होगा।
सर, आपने बोला कि आपके कंटिजेंसी प्लान रेडी हैं। By what time do you think that you will ask the states to start implementing those contingency plans? Have you set a deadline?
No, the deadline is, see, as I said, even up to end of July and first week of August, still sowing operation goes. That is a normal practice of the Indian farming community. So in such situation, he will take decision whether to shift and when to shift.
Are you aware that some crops that are being used for midday meals have been illegally sold in open markets?
No, I don't know, because I'm not dealing that subject. It doesn't look like that, because whatever the information which we got about rice, either sowing or transplanting, as compared to normal years, and which are the major states, rice, those who supply rice to the country's city are essentially Punjab, Haryana, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, then Andhra, coastal Andhra mainly. In all these areas, reports are quite positive.
सर अगर बात करें गन्ने की, तो यूपी में कम से कम 10% की बात आ रही है कि गन्ने की फसल बहुत
गन्ना की फसल
नुकसान हो चुका है इस गर्मी से 10% यूपी।
नहीं, गन्ने के कोई ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट कभी होता नहीं। मैं खुद ही गन्ना तैयार करने वाला किसान हूँ, तो मुझे भी थोड़ी बहुत मालूम है। इसमें ओवरऑल जो एरिया है गन्ने का वो पिछले साल से ज़्यादा है, तो कोई समस्या की चीज़ नहीं। इस साल थोड़ा बहुत गर्मी का कुछ इम्पैक्ट हुआ होगा, मगर जो टोटल लास्ट ईयर का जो ट्रांसप्लांटिंग हुआ, सोइंग ऑपरेशन हुआ और टोटल फसल की एरिया गन्ने की देखने के बाद मुझे कोई कमी दिखाई नहीं दी थी।
सर, आपने अभी रिजर्वाइज पोजीशन बताते समय बाद में एक्सप्लेन जिन स्टेट को किया उसमें महाराष्ट्र छूट गया। महाराष्ट्र में पोजीशन क्या खराब लग रही है सर?
कुछ एरिया में महाराष्ट्र में कम है, कर्नाटक में कम है, मगर हो जाएगी, क्योंकि जनरली महाराष्ट्र में मेरा कई सालों से ऑब्जर्वेशन ये है कि मंथ ऑफ अगस्त तक ये रिजर्वायर भर जाते हैं।
सर, आपने
वो जून में कभी भरते नहीं।
सर, आपने जिसे बताया 3 स्टेट्स में पर्टिकुलरली हर जगह आया कॉमन निवास से कर्नाटक, महाराष्ट्र एंड राजस्थान। What is the situation of fodder in these states?
I don't know, but at least what I seen that last year, the state government had taken a specific program for the fodder in certain areas which was really benefited. Similar programs they want to take this year also. They have prepared, they have kept the seed available, and appropriate time, if situation emerges, the state government will take initiative from that angle also.
What is the right position of West Bengal, sir?
No, I don't know the state. Have you got the